Tamara with Ohio EPA. I wanted to make you aware that Ohio EPA is in the process of adopting the Federal Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, or RCRA, organic air emission rules for large quantity generators of hazardous waste and for hazardous waste treatment, storage, and disposal facilities. These rules are commonly known as the AA, BB, and CC standards. Although these rules are not new, Ohio EPA is in the process of adopting these rules to assume responsibility for the federal RCRA AA, BB, and CC program. If you're a large quantity generator of hazardous waste, or if you're the owner or operator of a hazardous waste treatment, storage, and disposal facility, we understand that you may have some questions and we want to keep you informed. So please join me for the next few minutes as I provide some information and resources about Ohio EPA's adoption of the RCRA organic air emission standards. Let's start with some basic information about what these rules are about. The hazardous waste at some large quantity generators and treatment, storage, and disposal facilities can contain compounds that can evaporate. These compounds are known as volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. If the waste and equipment at these facilities are not managed properly, VOCs can be released into the air from hazardous waste activities. These are known as organic air emissions, and reducing these emissions is at the heart of the AA, BB, and CC standards. The standards are separated into 3 subparts, AA, BB, and CC, which correspond to their location in the federal hazardous waste rules. Each subpart is specific to the type of equipment being used or the management unit. The types of units regulated under these standards include process vents on certain recycling units, various pieces of equipment, containers larger than 26 gallons, tanks, and surface impoundments. So who's covered under the AA, BB, and CC standards? These standards apply to large quantity generators of hazardous waste and hazardous waste treatment, storage, and disposal facilities. So if your facility is subject to the AA, BB, or CC standards, you may be wondering how this may affect your business. Since these rules are not new, there are no changes in your regulatory requirements. However, these rules will be adopted by Ohio EPA. Therefore, the inspection authority for these rules will shift to Ohio EPA, and our inspectors will be evaluating how well large quantity generators and treatment, storage, and disposal facilities are complying with these regulations. If your facility has an existing air permit from Ohio EPA to regulate air emissions at your facility, you may also be wondering if your air permit also covers your RCRA organic air emission requirements. Not necessarily. While there are some instances where the Clean Air Act could exempt some of your RCRA organic air emission subpart requirements, these situations are very limited. Therefore, it's more likely that your air permit requirements are separate from and in addition to your requirements under the AA, BB, and CC standards. If you're not sure if a RCRA organic air emission standard exemption applies to you, please contact us to discuss. What does a treatment, storage, and disposal facility need to do when Ohio EPA adopts these rules? Eventually, you'll need to modify your hazardous waste permit to incorporate the new rules. For those that already have a federally issued hazardous waste permit for organic air emissions, we'll be working with you on the process to essentially move your federal permit into your state permit. After Ohio EPA becomes authorized to implement this program from US EPA, you'll no longer need your federal organic air permit. As Ohio EPA continues the process of adopting the RCRA organic air emission standards, it's important that you understand the subparts that apply and what your requirements are. If you need more information, Ohio EPA has developed a web page with more detailed information and guidance about these rules. You can also reach out to staff in the Division of Environmental Response and Revitalization with any questions you may have. Thanks for watching and have a great day.